individual advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. And the Longhorns will put total leather and will get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UNLV's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle the stage and lead his team in a big moment?
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He wants to pass it on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're so big playmakers. I just want to get to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to it. So we're focused on chasing it down and throwing the football in the right direction. The defense is swarming. Good job getting that hold of the football. Causing a fumble to the wide receiver.
Officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Come on, man. O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one to get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You've got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Rebels are flying down the field.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. They want to just keep throwing it. That's caught. It's Cox. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
running backs in today's football, they play a lot of receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's looking for a man on second down. And as he throws, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Quickly out to the tight end.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, but couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right at it and get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Second and 10 after the previous play. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down some. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love easy pitching catch. He's throwing 4,000 times, not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
He's right on target. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it up to 44. How aggressive will they get on first and 10? Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Off the play fake. Getting to me. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Slips through the line. He'll be dotted out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the field.
Now the play fake. Trying to get to him. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double cover. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide receiver now comes in motion. to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example.
Good blocking, good running. Rebound sits out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. To throw, it's Cantrell. It's complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
After that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The play action fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up the 3 spot. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points in this guy jobs on.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that.
Leaves it with the back. And you knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So how did you call it? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After misfire, it's 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Gets it to the 46-yard line, 1st down for this offense.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Grab in the backfield. It's low pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Rebels are on the move. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Running back goes in motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in a guaranteed passing situation, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. The Rebels will punt this one away. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out different type playmakers who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football and you get the lead.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wide out in motion. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them back down. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's caught.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, double the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. A great catch and run for 6.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 4 over Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down. Good throw. Grab behind the line. It's Rich. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Ready?
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. To the air. It's Wicks. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with the first set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll line up for a second down play. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer and pass coverage. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. Then moving to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires it incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell he's in complete control of this offense.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
He's got an open man. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Not the most productive play for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. There's a timeout call. This offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide, man.
Throw into the end zone. Now it's picked up. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, when he turns you offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish that.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. If you're going to be aggressive with your
they'll kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his spot. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football for all my ace score.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
Fires to the right. All kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Lets it fly. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Gotta start running into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. Still got more work to do, but step one.
He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Hey, guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He'll cut back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might score out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about going to pick six and how to rebound.
I've heard of only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instant.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. He's looking to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. They'll try the run. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Line of scrimmage is at the 28. That would make it about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They're going to go for it instead on 4th down.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let sticks. Great job.
The Rebels are rolling down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it. There's the incompletion throw.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick you should be making.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. They've got the screen set up. Got room at the 35. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That's a big way to start. Now they are on through at the 45. The give to the right. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's Cantrell. He makes the connection. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has him set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. He breaks a tackle. Not enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Touchdown, UNLV! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Did not take long to get into the end zone, Alex. See if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation where we may have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage. Defense is going to get something figured out.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing flow.
And how easy does football become if you're a more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They believe they can run right here. Keeps the legs moving. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. try to pick it up on the ground. And the Longhorns get enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense. They got to get inches, but I got to find a way somehow to get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's moving out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Sims. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive, too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Reads it, fires complete. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, UNLV.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are. Just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They're very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical attack.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that ball is picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressure. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 3rd down going up top. Floating away. And they can't make the play on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They've got that 3 in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. First down here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Cantrell. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with third and 4.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Shotgun snap on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he gets downfield for a big pass. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got more work to do, but you have to get this part accomplished first.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out. They turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
And it's fair.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Football, you really turn quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick. Obviously, was an active in his pass.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive.
And just keep doing what you're doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. The pocket starts to collapse. Just slithers through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he gets out of there and gets some yards and gets down without taking any punishment. It's first and 10 from the 31. Back to throw, it's Cantrell. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand dived in there and forced the incompletion.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Here's a quick throw out to the back. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. Great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a two-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, two-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. And he hauls it in at the 30. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense and get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. So the offense will have a fresh set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer call. Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. To the air, it's Cantrell. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 8 over the Red Hawks of Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Rebels
score, go up by 2 possessions. Nail beat Coughlin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium.
Yeah, I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
They're trying to get to it. He's got him this time. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot and they get it down to the 35. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Cantrell. Got him downfield. Give him 6 and give them a chance for the big touchdown. Still alive.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to get the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happens.